Hello, everyone, and welcome to Culture of Gaming's Power Up Podcast, episode 20. I'm your host, Taylor, and we are kind of audio only today. So,
Yay!
I just have my webcam on here, which is about to go off, by the way, in order to not screw up the overlay completely. So, yeah. Anyway, we have a great show, as usual, lined up. And what is that? Does anyone else hear that cricket?
I think it's coming from Joel, because when we stream, I get that sound as well, so...
Wait, cricket? What?
Okay. You know what?
There we
Anyway.
go.
All right, so Anthony is here as usual.
Hello.
He is the red Spartan in the top right. Andrew.
Of course.
Andrew is back from vacation.
PC problems. PC problems.
Discord issues.
Yeah. And Joel is rejoining us.
Hello again. I'm here to know you all.
Sweet. All right. So, yeah, the reason why we're audio only is kind of because, well, when they updated Discord, they broke video chat. And so our CPU usage is off the charts. So didn't need a little bit of time to fix that. Anyway, so not only is today episode 20, but we're also going to change up the podcast format a little bit. So our main structure is going to comprise of what it usually is, news topics, some discussion stuff, etc., and then community questions at the end. But we're going to try and cap it to maybe an hour and 15, hour and a half or so. And then from that, we'll be doing an after show with the community. So if you're not part of the Culture of Gaming Discord, you can find a link to that site or on our site right there. And go ahead and join it, and then hit me up after the main portion of the show is done, and you can come in and talk to the panel about whatever you want. So you can come in and out of the call, and we can hang out. So anyway.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. So,
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, Joel, what have you been doing for COG lately?
Not much. I've actually been busy with uni assignments and stuff like that. I did record Torchlight 2 with Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was actually pretty interesting, and I learned that I can't pronounce. I got it.
Yep, go for it.
I got
Joel.
it.
Come on.
I
Come
got
on.
it. I just cockroaches.
Yeah, he was pronouncing
it.
crockages.
What?
Crockages.
What?
Yep.
Oh. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there. I think the Discord crashed. Oh, okay, I'm back. Yeah, we're back. We're back.
Alright,
We're back.
okay.
We're
Right.
back.
Hey,
We're
it
back.
wasn't me that time.
No,
Yay.
it was not. It was definitely not. All right. So, yeah, although everybody is okay. Yeah, Discord, what are you even doing? I know an easy
Doing
way.
well. Great start to the day.
Yeah, do you want here? I have an easy way to fix this. Hold on. But it's oh god. Okay. Anyway, do you want? I'll screw with this later. Yeah, we're doing incredible over here. So, our first topic, and I have been waiting since I heard this last night to talk about it today, is To the Moon is a game. It's a fun little game about, well, things.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil
which
it. It's really hard to say more without spoiling it. But To the Moon, it's produced by Freebird Games, and they've also produced the minisodes that are kind of like sequels to the Moon, A Bird Story, and their latest game, which kind of went under the radar, which released in December of last year, is called Finding Paradise. And I really wanted to review it for COG, but, we never got a code because we weren't as large as we are now. And so, anyway, that was kind of disappointment. Finding Paradise is also great. It's a worthy successor to the Moon. And Ken Gao, the lead developer and head of Freebird Games, made an announcement that To the Moon is getting an anime movie adaptation, and that it's primarily going to be Japanese animation studios handling production, and Chinese companies will be handling funding. Several Tier 1 Japanese studios have signed on, and most of the funding is coming from China's Ultron Event Horizon company, whose CEO was responsible for bringing the animated film Your Name to China. And so that's giving the primary funding to it. In the video, he said a significant budget has been cleared for the movie, which is always a good sign. And it was quoted as being above the budget for Your Name. And Kangao will play a part in scripting and editing, and Freebird is already working on their next game off this.
Awesome. When's the release? Do you have any idea when the release date is for it?
No idea.
No idea.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No idea. No one knows. So, you guys ever watch Your Name?
No,
I have
can't say
watched.
I have.
Okay.
I have watched Your Name, and personally do not understand the hype for Your Name. I think it's good, but
Really?
I don't think it deserved as much hype as it did.
Really?
It's just my opinion.
Okay, that's fine.
I still think it's an absolute. I still think it's an absolute like masterpiece, but it's kind of like Overwatch. It
Yeah.
did not deserve the hype that it had.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Am I like the only person who has not seen it, or
I'll
No,
name.
Andrew, have you
no,
seen it?
no.
No, okay, good. I was
Yeah.
worried then.
Anime is not my strong suit.
Okay. Well, I will say that is absolutely like my favorite movie of all time. So,
Whoa.
So sorry if I would. If
no,
I
it's fine.
insulted
I
you.
understand. Not everyone is gonna like it, type thing. So,
Joey,
No, I do like it. I just think that this. Oh goddamn! I just think there's so much. There was so much hype for it, and I had this like huge expectations, like similar to Infinity War. So I'm
Oh.
like, oh, this is gonna be like absolute masterpiece, flawless, with no mistakes and stuff like that. And I watch it, I'm like, the way. Like honestly, that one was directed better. So I'm like, oh well. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Of course,
That's
please don't flame me.
No.
I have enough like my friends already, and
Oh,
as
okay.
you can see, my fellow colleagues and my boss. So please don't flame me.
no, it's fine. I understand. Not everybody likes it, but yeah, I absolutely love it. And if it
I
has a
just said I liked it.
well, it's hard to tell like what you're saying here. You know? Come on.
No, I said
Yeah.
I like it, but I don't understand the hype for it. Like Overwatch, it was
You-
overhyped.
Okay. I personally thought it lived up to the hype, so that's just me. But whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, I am having a really baller of a time over here. But yeah. So you see this.
I just see like little heads moving around everywhere.
Yeah. Oh man. If I knew,
Wow.
if I knew like the video was borked in Discord, I would have like prepared this. But wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's lovely.
Yep.
Should be right.
Yep. Okay.
Only one more left.
Yep. We're getting there.
Anywho,
Yeah. All right. So,
what else? What have we been playing, guys? Do you guys want to talk about that? Well, gonna figure that out, or?
Yeah.
just got figured out. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just got figured out. Sorry. We'll go back to that in just a second. I want to finish up with the To the Moon stuff here. And
Sure.
so,
Okay, so
what's up?
so To the Moon. Sorry, I have not played the game, but I do know the story. And when the movie comes out, I think it's gonna be one of the story-wise, I
Mhm.
think it's one of the best ever, probably in history, from what I've watched.
Yeah.
It is.
Ooh.
Bring it out now.
We should do a stream of it.
No, that is not something you want to stream. That
Okay.
is just
They-
straight up not
We're
something
not
you
doing a
want
stream of it.
to. Okay. Do you want to see me cry on camera? Because like that's what's
Yes.
gonna happen. Okay. That's what's gonna happen.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's currently on sale, but I'll get to that later on when I do the deals.
Oh,
so
you
we
mean,
can all
you
pick
mean
it
the
up.
game?
Okay.
Oh, I kind.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
worth
I might record
it's worth however much.
it.
Okay, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. But yeah, To the Moon is
Yeah.
one of my favorite games of all time, actually, even though there's not much in the terms of gameplay and everything. I guess it might be fair to say that it's one of my favorite stories of all time. And so
Yep.
I'm really excited for it. There's a ton of speculation as to what like studio or studios will be handling this. Some people have said it'd be Cosine Wave or like Co-Wave or whatever their name is, which is the studio behind that did Your Name. But because, and the primary like argument for it is that Your Name's budget was never actually released to the public.
Yep.
And so if Chan has said or like was told, oh, that it's like you had this like budget and you've shot well above it and got it approved, then like, well, someone in the studio had to know, or it's like he might be ordering that studio if they're able to give him that info. So there's that. But the
Yeah.
contrast to that is that the head of the studio that did Your Name doesn't like to do adaptations and only original works. So
Ooh.
yeah. Other people have
Interesting.
speculated that it could be Ghibli which does films like Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle, etc., Grave of the Fireflies. But
Yep.
they're working on another film.
I hope they do it then.
Okay. They're working on another film, though. So it's most likely not. It's probably not them. And the other studio that I've heard thrown around is Studio Trigger, which did Kill la Kill and did Darling in the Franxx, which is currently airing. They're both great shows, by the way. If you haven't watched those, go watch those. Because they have started hiring en masse.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Interesting. Nice.
So, Joel, any...
I pretty much basically said I wanted to say the whole, like, how the story is great and everything like that.
Okay. All right.
That's about it.
Anyway, I have been, like, super excited to, like, talk about this and bring this up on the podcast ever since I heard about it last night. So.
Well, I know about the story. I just don't know much about, like, which studio is doing what or not. So I can't say much about that.
All right. That's fine. All right, anyway, so let's move on to something everyone else should talk about. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. We got we got a reveal trailer.
Silence.
Yeah, we got a reveal. Confirmed, no story mode campaign type thing. Zombie mode seems more melee based now.
Yeah.
And there seems to be some degree of story to it. And
Yeah.
from what I gathered from the trailer, it seemed like a more futuristic setting than Black Ops 2. But maybe not as crazy as Black Ops 3. And, yeah, it looks like the multiplayer is going to be kind of, like, operator-based, kind of like Black Ops 3 was, or Rainbow Six is.
Yep.
So, yeah, what are your guys' thoughts? I, for once in a while, I'm actually kind of interested in how this will go.
In how it'll go? Like, will you buy it, or...?
Yeah, I might actually check it out, depending on how it is upon release.
Interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't seem horrible.
Yeah.
It's also important to note they're releasing it on the Activision or the Blizzard launcher, which is pretty cool. Whatever, Battle.net.
Yeah.
So that's pretty big for the PC market as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's cool. I think they're doing some cool stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it kind of looks like they're reusing a lot of stuff from Black Ops 3 with, like, operators and stuff, kind of going more like you said, the Siege route. It looks a lot like Siege in some aspects. But the main thing that's most interesting to me is that Battle Royale mode. I know, like, everyone's making Battle Royale modes, but this is like the first AAA studio quote unquote AAA studio to really take a crack at it. I want to see, how that pans out.
Yeah.
It's probably Blackout mode or whatever, right?
Yeah, Blackout is what they're calling it.
Okay.
I kind of don't see how it's any different to multiplayer. Like, to like for instance, like a free-for-all kind of thing.
So,
I mean,
you get to respawn in multiplayer, though. If it's Battle Royale, then it's going to be a fight to the death, and then and then you have to restart the whole entire thing.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah. Like, is it on a bigger map, or how does?
I would hope so. I would hope so.
From what it sounded like, I don't know if you guys watched the whole event. I watched most of it.
Yeah.
They're taking, like, popular maps and, like, mushing them together for this Battle Royale mode. So you can have, like, one section that I don't know what a popular map is from one of the Black Ops games, but like Nuketown. Let's say there's Nuketown in one section of the map. It'll probably be like the school, like in PUBG. And then there's, another section that's a different building from a different map. One of the other ones. They're taking this good idea and kind of making like an all-star thing, because you're going to see characters from Black Ops 1 through 3 all in this mode. So, like, oh, there's Mason. You could play as Mason, or you can play as guy from Black Ops 3. I don't know who the main guy was there or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Mason's grandchild. I don't know. Like great grandchild.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're definitely taking this route that's like, hey, we're not going to worry about story. Let's just, like, make it a weird mismatch of stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, see, the gunplay hopefully stays good. And just throw it all together, see what happens. If people like it, they'll definitely flock to it.
Oh, speaking of the gunplay, this is kind of significant. This will be the first Call of Duty game to not use a hit scan system for ballistics.
I didn't know they confirmed that.
Yeah, it's going to be ballistic, like an actual ballistic system.
That makes a lot
Oh, okay.
more sense because the battle
Nice.
royale mode. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
wondering about that.
Yeah, so
Sorry,
that's
in the dark
interesting.
over here. What's the difference?
all right. So with a hit stand system, the bullets fly in a straight trajectory. They don't drop. They're not affected by wind or whatever. They're effectively going wherever the gun is pointing.
Yep.
And so it's like when you have recoil in these games, the game manipulates the gun's position to send the bullets places. So yeah, that's how that works. And then in a ballistic system, it's not necessarily, it's like the bullet doesn't necessarily go where the gun is pointing, because the bullet will have drop, it's affected by gravity, wind, etc.
Alright.
Yeah. And so most FPS games, so it's like Counter-Strike is hit stand, although it does have damage fall off. But yeah, Counter-Strike is a hit stand. Call of Duty is especially a hit stand. It's like it's super simple to shoot in that game. Battlefield is probably the most notorious for having a ballistic system.
Yeah.
Things are affected by gravity and bullet velocity there. And then Arma probably has the most complicated. You got wind, you got bullet velocity, you got gravity, you got everything in Arma.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm probably not going to be picking it up because I'm not a massive multiplayer person. So it's interesting to see where they're going and what they're doing with the series. But so the whole thing is it's supposed to be releasing alongside the remake of Modern Warfare 2, correct?
That I don't think that was confirmed.
They didn't mention that, but I think
Okay.
that's the theory.
Okay.
That's the theory, okay. Yeah, I mean, I won't be getting it. It's kind of like a Fortnite game for me, I suppose. It's just another multiplayer game that... And I mean, they're saying that by like in 2 years' time, every single first-person shooter is going to have like a battle royale system.
Yeah, that's kind of something we have to
get used to.
Yeah, sadly, because a lot of people like it. A lot of people like
Yeah.
it. If the trend stays strong, then we'll probably see it in a lot of future games. You know.
I mean, it's important that they play. I mean, it's important that they put everything together so then they can kind of make everybody happy. So if they can pair a battle royale system with a decent single player or whatever, then sure, I'll buy the game because I'm like a massive. I love first person shooters and third person shooters and sniper elite kind of games.
Yeah.
So I would definitely pick up, even though I haven't picked up the previous Call of Duties, but I would definitely pick it up. So
yeah, the last Call of Duty game I played was Black Ops 3, and it was okay.
same.
Yeah, you know, it was okay, right? So, but I almost liked the multiplayer. I almost liked it.
Yeah,
So I mean,
I'm with you there.
yeah. So it's like just straight up like refined Black Ops multiplayer. Then I'll probably pick it up and have quite a good time with it, honestly. So
Yeah, they're not doing the wall running anymore or boost jumps. So that, I kind of like that stuff. It's kind of cool to have traversal. But I see how people get annoyed with it because it's once you get good at that thing, then you can just kind of kill a lot of people really quickly if you know what you're doing.
Right.
Like any game, but like it's you feel a little left out if you're not good at that stuff.
Yeah, it's like you ever see like high level Titanfall 2 movement? It's insane.
Yeah,
they do the whole like crouch sliding all the way across the map, capturing the flag in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I was gonna ask is, do you guys think this will hit 100 players on the battle royale?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure. I was also going to bring this up also, is that I'm not too sure the whole like ballistic system that they're changing, because no Call of Duty map is large enough to really make a significant impact with that.
Yeah, I think it's more for the battle royale and they're just carrying it over, right? I mean, why have two different systems?
Yeah, so I mean, if they're going to have a map that's big enough, then I can see like 50 to 100 players in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just going to be hard, I feel like, to get that many with that engine and stuff.
It'll be interesting the pace that they want to set with the Battle Royale, whether or not they'll try and go for a really slow, like, PUBG pace or a rather faster Fortnite pace.
Go ahead, Anthony.
Sorry. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see because, like, over here, for instance, even on a normal multiplayer kind of map, you struggle to get, say, 10 or so players. So it's going to be interesting. Like, are they going to, with the whole server situation, are they going to kind of merge the servers? So then But then the whole internet connectivity issues as well, like Australians having
Yeah, they're probably going to have to
crap
do.
internet.
Yeah, they're probably going to do dedicated servers because, as far as my knowledge, Call of Duty still relies on the host-to-host system.
That's going to be an interesting thing to deal with if you've got Australians who aren't really going to be flocking to a battle royale system in their hundreds, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Is there actually a matchmaking system right now in Call of Duty multiplayer?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Because Fortnite doesn't really have one. Honestly, it just mashes people together. Whoever clicks play at the same time. Like, it's actually so easy to go into solos, and then just press play at the same time and just go in, and you're almost guaranteed to be in the same game.
Oh wow.
I don't know. My friends and I have actually tried that and weren't able to get it. We tried a few times, but
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
my friends and I tried it multiple times.
Okay. You guys got in eventually?
We got in like almost instantly every single time. There's only like one screw up that we had, and that was because I was like the last person in the match.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to be an interesting game. I mean, hopefully for better.
Yeah, hopefully for the better. But I am. Oh, it also has dropped the November release date. It looks like we're doing it October 28th, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say earlier about the battle royale thing. Do you think they're just gonna drop you in naked, or are they gonna give us a gun? You're gonna pick up perks? I don't know. There's so many. There's a lot of interesting things they could do with this battle royale mode that I think will kind of be like what Fortnite did with with PUBG is take this popular mode and make it their own.
Yeah.
And I think Call of Duty has that opportunity. They even said there was going to be vehicles. Now, if they're going to be driving those vehicles, I don't know. But
right, which is pretty new because Call of Duty multiplayer isn't renowned for having vehicles to any sort of degree outside of
they
kill
also
streaks.
Have the fan base to. They also have the fan base to back them up with it as well.
Yeah, it's huge. It's a huge game. I mean, I don't think the single player will take off too many of those buys, but we'll see.
Yep.
All right. So, any final thoughts about Black Ops 4?
I'm interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, interested to see how they go.
All right. So, next topic of the day is we got the Battlefield 5 reveal announcement. They announced the reveal for it. Incredible, right? Yeah. So we're getting a reveal trailer May 23rd, which is 4 days from now, which I'm kind of excited about. But yeah. So speculation is running rampant as to whether or not it'll be in World War II or Vietnam, as well as the M rating. What we do know about the game is that it is rated M, of course. It's a Battlefield game, but it now has the gore caveat and the drug use caveat, which is absent from past Battlefield games. For example, Battlefield 1 is rated M and only has blood and no drug use or whatever, because morphine or whatever is in the little syringes that the medics carry around is a medical drug, and under the ESRB they don't qualify medical drugs under drug use. So
well, it's gonna be the lamest reveal if it's just World War II. That would be
they've released a couple of small details for it. It's obviously gonna have a single player like most Battlefield games do have.
Oh yeah, War Stories is coming back, which is the system they had in Battlefield 1. Same with Operations. That's also coming back.
Yeah.
That's good.
They're reportedly prototyping a Battle Royale mode as well. Battlefield 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Another battle royale.
Yep. As I said, every single player game's gonna. Every FPS is gonna have one. So.
Gotta strike while the iron's hot, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like every single franchise is just gonna have one. Soon you're just gonna have battle royale.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically a new, not new, but it's it's new for a lot of people. It's a new genre of game. It's much like Team Deathmatch was new when that came out, or whatever. It's it's a new style of play.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a Sims 4 battle royale?
I mean, can't you already trying to do that?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, yeah. So, all right. I'm personally, I'm really hoping to see Vietnam. I really am.
It is Battlefield V technically, so that'd be a good little thing to do.
Yeah, Battlefield V Vietnam. Yeah.
I can also see it being like V for victory, and then it being World War II. But yeah, if it's World War II, man, I feel like
just gonna
they
lose
dropped
it.
the ball so hard.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it's not that interesting of a setting.
Yeah.
Even in a battle royale aspect, like World War II is not interesting
anymore, at least.
Yeah,
we've had
yeah.
like so many World War II games. Like even looking at some of the older Call of Duties and everything, it's just like, wow, just stop.
And like Call of Duty World War II did really well, but I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why. But
yeah, I think it'd be really hard. So it's like we saw this with Call of Duty World War II, where they censored a lot of the Axis power stuff. So it's like, as far as I know, there was no like swastikas or anything. And with what Battlefield tries to do with war stories, no, seriously, but like with what Battlefield, Battlefield tries to do with war stories, I feel like it'd be really hard to have an opposing side or what have you in World War II. So it's like,
true. Yeah, you can't just.
Yeah, exactly.
Joel, what do you think?
Absolutely have no idea. I don't know anything about Battlefield whatsoever.
Okay. All right. So, personally hoping for Vietnam. I think we all are.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Or even Cold War.
Yeah.
Anything but World War II.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we will find out. What is that like?
23rd, right?
Yeah, that's Wednesday, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
So, okay.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. So, next topic of the day, Metro Exodus, the third entry in the Metro series, has been delayed to Q1 2019. So we're going to see it by March of 2019 at the latest.
Yeah, if it doesn't get delayed again, yeah.
Yeah, if it doesn't get delayed.
Yeah.
I am. I'm a little bit
never
disappointed.
played any Metros, so
Okay.
I'm not a horror person. So
It's barely horror.
Yeah,
it's barely horror.
it's
I thought
barely
like
or
apocalyptic, like or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the shooting's a little better, but
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of just a tad disappointed. I was looking forward to do this year, but if they need to delay it and make the game a little bit better or whatever, do whatever they need to do, that's fine, It's like I'd rather a studio take a delay that they've been offered as opposed to not, because then you end up with Andromeda, and we all know what happened to Andromeda.
Need we go there?
I don't want to go there this week. So, yeah. Any thoughts on this one? This is kind of a quick little burb.
Well, Deep Silver is like the publisher of these guys, so I'm like concerned like what they're even trying to put out, because I know they're doing this one, and I think they picked up Shenmue, which also got delayed. Shenmue 3. Yeah, Shenmue 3. Well, who knew that was actually going to come out this year? But so it's kind of weird to see that like these guys are just kind of delaying everything.
Yeah.
So who knows what they're up to?
Yeah, maybe having a little bit of issues. I'm not sure.
It's like TH Nordic, right? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. So who knows with these games?
And they're also supporting Agents of Mayhem as well, which hasn't exactly been the best game.
Yeah, it came out last year, right? And it was nothing. I think that was last year, right?
They've actually got a lot going on because they've just had Conan Exiles come out as well as a full release. So they've got their work cut out for them. It's from the trailers that I've seen. It's looking pretty good, though.
Yeah, talking about Metro.
Yeah.
I'm really
it definitely
excited
looks like
for
a pretty. It's like good look. It looks good. It looks good. The graphics look good. Who knows what's we haven't seen one on PS4 at all, right? So
no. Well, no, they did the Redux, didn't they? They did their remaster. Yeah.
You're right.
And it looked really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Joel, play Metro at all?
Oh, again, nothing. I know nothing about this either.
All right, I'm sorry, man.
First-person shooter guy, huh?
All right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, man.
definitely not.
I'm sure something's coming up that you'll have insight on. So Speaking of, Russian-centric games, Stalker 2 got announced. I'm pretty excited.
Ooh.
It has the website is up. It is just a single page, and there's the Stalker logo and text, and a 2021 tentative date.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's happening, boys. It's happening. Which is important because to at least know that it's happening. It's really important.
Oh, I've just figured out what this game actually is. I played it. I played Stalker. It released in 2007, didn't it?
Yeah. 7 or 8,
Yeah.
I think.
They did. So they released it in 2007, and then they did a DLC in 2008,
Okay.
and one in 2010
Okay.
as well. It's a bit like oh dear, what's it called? What's the game where you gotta I'm bad at describing games, so I won't go there. It's all good.
I'm just confused why they felt the need to announce this so early.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't think Stalker carries a massive amount of weight with anybody. Does it? I don't know.
What do you mean?
People don't think, oh, Stalker, remember that game? That game we could use a sequel to that game.
I mean, it's kind of the community is over the years dwindled in sort of like a cult that I'm a part of, and it's we've always kind of wished for another game because it'd be cool to see, but it's not the equivalent of Half-Life 3 yet.
Right, but I mean, it's not a lot of people haven't even played the first one. I feel like so.
No, a lot of people. It's a game that was fairly under the radar. It has to do with when it came out, how it came out, etc.
Yeah. So I'm just confused. Oh, hey, 2021, which is a year I don't even want to think about.
Yeah.
I'll be old. I'll be extra old by then. So I don't know. Sure.
Yeah, sure. You
You're
know
what? I don't want to play games from 2021 because I'm going to be old.
Yeah. Oh, it's
man.
like one of those you hear it Terminator in the year 2021.
Oh,
You're
man.
never too old to play. You're never too old to play any game.
No, I'm not worried about playing games when I'm old. I'm just worried about getting old.
No, I realized this
Isn't everyone?
Yeah.
No, not really.
No, so it's I realized this. I realized this when I was rewatching Your Name the other night actually, and I realized it's oh, I'm the same age as this dude actually. Come to think of it, or it's or it's how I mentioned Trauma Center or whatever, or how I've mentioned Trauma Center quite a bit. It's I thought about the dates when all that when those games take place and whatnot, and it's I'm about this. I'm gonna be the same age as these characters when this whole thing is taking place. So it's just kind of interesting that it's to see because the Trauma Center takes place in the 2020s and whatnot. So yeah,
Oh dear.
It's kind of a weird.
Annoying me all day now.
It's kind of a weird realization, to be quite honest.
I can't think of that game.
What game?
It's set in Siberia, and it's they released 3 of them, I think. 1,
Is
2,
it
and
called
3.
Siberia?
No, it's not Siberia. And you've got to I think you got to go into a nuclear zone and then fight a whole heap of terrorists or something. I don't know.
You're talking about Resistance?
Hey, what?
Is it
Resistance?
No, not Resistance.
Okay. So you fight aliens
It's
in
like a
Resistance.
Resistance kind of game.
Okay. Killzone?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't know.
Not quite.
That's all the first person shooters I know.
Yeah, I can't think of anything matching your description.
Oh, it's very broad.
Yeah. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. I said I was bad at describing stuff, so.
All right. So let's talk about Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yes, something that I know about.
Sweet.
Yay.
All right. So we got a hands-on event for it. Okay. And we got a lot of gameplay. I think we got an hour's or so worth of gameplay, straight up gameplay. And it's all very familiar. There's nothing. It seems innovated in areas that should have. And I mean, there's nothing that it does in the gameplay, at least upon just inspection, that is a total departure from the series. So it's still very true to the series, but refined, changed a little bit. Gameplay, enemies all look very, very familiar. Okay, and we are going to be getting a release date announced the beginning of June or at E3. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Nice.
Have any of you guys actually played any of the Kingdom Hearts games?
I have, yeah. 1 and 2,
No.
and then 358 over 2, that DS game.
And Chain of Memories?
I have not played Chain of Memories now.
There was actually sadly I don't remember the story as well as I remembered. I do remember playing it, and I understand the basic premise of 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I was so fascinated with the game that I actually got the mangas for it, the comics for it, and I read it multiple times.
Yeah.
I looked at like theories, fan theories, and I just had this obsession with the game for quite a while when I was younger, and I actually pretty much gave up hope that a third would come out. So I went,
same.
Series is finished.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it down now. And then when I was told that the third is coming out and there was a trailer for it, I
lost
go
it.
back
You
to
lost
the,
it.
to the fanboy stage. But then I also have uni, so I thought,
Okay.
yeah, I should probably just stay with uni. But during the holidays, I might catch up again. So, yeah.
Yeah, I played it growing up, PS2 and whatnot. I grew up with one, and yeah, it's like I have very, very, very fond memories of the series, to the point where it's like I got when I got my PS4, I got like the ultimate remastered collection thing that they did for Kingdom Hearts for the PS4, and it's like
Nice.
it's like when I loaded up the first game, Kingdom Hearts 1, saw the intro screen and the music play, just it was like the exact same as I remember it and whatnot. Got a little bit kind of emotional, to be quite honest, just because of all the memories kind of coming back. So, yeah, super excited.
I think I finally found the game that I was talking about.
What game?
Lost Planet.
That's not Siberia. That's a what?
I know. It's
That
a
is not
planet,
Siberia. Okay. It's a snow planet.
Yeah,
The
well,
Lost Planet known
close
as
enough.
Siberia.
There's like 3
The
of them.
Lost Planet known as Siberia.
I mean, to be fair, Siberia might as well be an alien planet.
Yeah.
All right.
That's mean.
I'm
Plus
sorry to the
Siberian.
people that do not connect to modern civilization living in Siberia that will never hear this.
Anyway, back to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
I'm actually so excited to see what mechanics they actually come up with this time, because I absolutely love the transformation mechanics in the second one.
Oh yeah, that was great.
How he had 3 different forms.
Yeah.
And I remember I had a small argument with my cousin about this, because he's like, "Oh, so you got the melee one, and then you got the aerial combat one,
Uh-huh.
right?"
Mm.
And I'm like, if you look at it, fire, ice, and lightning,
Yeah.
all 3 of them. And he did not seem to think so. I'm like, what? I don't understand. It's obviously like the 3 different elements. Hello? Are you blind? And I remember specifically one of the bosses, I can't remember his name, but he was the water boss, the music one. I can't remember his name, but he plays a guitar, and he uses water abilities. So I'm like, all right, the lightning one, the aerial combat one, and I just absolutely demolish him.
Okay.
And so it confirmed my theory that had lightning power, that was lightning element. And I tried to tell this to my cousin, and my cousin's like, "No, that's just a coincidence and stuff like that. You probably just did really well in that boss fight." I'm like, come on. But yeah, it's actually such a good game. I just love it so much.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Andrew, Anthony, you guys play?
No.
Excited? No? Okay.
I mean, now it'll give me more opportunity to like make my dumb Mickey Mouse voice more often.
Right.
Um,
Care to do a demo?
oh boy!
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's actually
really
pretty
good.
Oh.
That's really good.
Besides being dumb like that, I hope everyone who is hyped about this game gets all they ever wanted. I hope gummy ships come flying into the sky and hoist you off into the heavens. Play
Thank you.
Kingdom Hearts 3 up there. For me, I'm gonna stay right here in my chair.
Okay.
Watch this from the sidelines.
Anthony, same thing?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I played like 2 hours of one Kingdom Hearts on the PS2. I can't remember what one it was. I would love to go back and play them, but I don't have a PS4, so
All right.
that's a bit annoying. But yeah,
Honestly, emulate it.
well, yeah, I could.
Yeah.
If I find a decent emulator to do it with.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's as Andrew said, it's a decent game that's coming out, and I hope everyone who's looking forward to it gets what they want.
Awesome. So
That sounds ominous, but you know.
Yeah, that's good. So we got a Rage 2 details announcement, kind of a little reveal trailer that had gameplay to it, and it's the makers of Mad Max and Doom that are working together to bring us Rage 2, which makes perfect sense because looking at the gameplay in the trailer, it looks like a mix of Mad Max and Doom. So, kind of nailed it there.
Yeah.
So, did anyone play the first Rage here?
Yep.
You did? Okay. Andrew?
Yep.
Didn't play it, but I've been thinking about this because is that the game that had that weird like boomerang knife thing that you threw?
Yes.
Okay. I know the game. I'm just curious if that was in it.
Okay.
It's kind of a bit like Borderlands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a completely different art style.
Well, yeah, it's just like the setting kind of, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I played it for. There was something else that it was like as well, but I can't remember what it was. I played it because I played Borderlands 1 or a bit of Borderlands 1, and I was I was a lot younger back then, like 15 or something. So I actually quite enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to see what they do with 2. They haven't really released any gameplay footage or anything like that, really.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they had a gameplay trailer, but it was pretty.
It was pretty sparse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was like one of your normal like hype montage trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's something that's definitely on my radar. When's it supposed to be coming out?
No idea.
I don't think they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, no idea.
2019, I'd probably
Yeah.
presume.
But this is pretty good about it. Like, hey, here's our game. It's coming soon. So
We'll probably see a presentation of it over at Bethesda's E3. Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure that'll be big.
I'm kind of a bit apprehensive though because I did play Mad Max Fury. No, not Fury Road. It's just
Yeah, the
Mad
Mad
Max.
Max. The
Just
Mad
Mad
Max.
Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did play that. Didn't like it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm a bit apprehensive about what they're going to do with the whole that kind of gameplay and all that. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do it and if they incorporate elements from the first game or if they completely change it or if they kind of rip off Borderlands a bit. Because there's apparently a Borderlands 3 coming out as well.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting to see how it stacks up against that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
will say I was not a fan of that marketing style. I hope that's just the marketing style.
Yeah.
Like, the whole yelling and like colors and stuff. Like, I get that they're going for that weird post-apocalyptic like Mad Max style, but I hope it's toned down a little bit. I mean, who knows? I don't know. I mean, the first Rage had no personality, right? That game was just brown.
Yeah, it's like that game was it was mediocre. It was very mediocre.
I mean, so I don't know. At least they're trying to do something different with their sequel, so that's good on them. I mean, I don't think anyone's really expecting a Rage 2.
No,
so,
I certainly wasn't.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, there's no expectations, right? So go for it. Let's see what you guys got.
They just have to be better than the first one, which isn't very hard to do.
I mean, I've heard the game gets a lot of stuff, but it wasn't. I remember
it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't terrible. I mean, I know I didn't play it, so I'm speaking like but from what I've seen, like it wasn't that bad. It was a really good looking game. I remember like it's beautiful looking game and everything, but it just was very bland.
Yeah. What like the whole enemy kind of mechanic was a bit dodgy because they kept like dishing out the same enemies. Like I ran through the first 2 levels or something, and it was just the same, no different characters kind of thing. So it was just these same guys running at you and shooting you and whatever, and
sure.
it's just so I hope they kind of mix it up a bit. But as you said, the whole like yelling and whatever element is not something that caught my eye. But yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, we will see what happens with this. The last sort of like reveal sort of thing. We did talk about Division 2 being announced a couple weeks ago, but Ubisoft had an investors earnings call, and Division 2 was a topic of conversation. And it's most like based off this call, we can derive that it's most likely to have a March 2019 release date, which is interesting because that means it'll probably have to compete with Anthem if EA gets the release date they want with Anthem, and it will probably have to compete with Metro Exodus by this point. And the other like parsing detail we got out of this is that they're gonna really try and make the end game really, really fun and a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like the Division. I only played about 10 hours, but I think they got to where they wanted to be by the end of that game. It seemed like it was actually solid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I would play it now, I'd probably like it better.
Yeah, it took them quite a few years of refining everything, but they finally got it. So Division 2 was definitely.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited for it, honestly. I liked the first one to a certain point. I liked the concept alone. I liked the gameplay. The bullet sponge enemies were a little bit but it's whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, the whole like the loop of it was like, oh, get new gear and stuff. But I was like, oh, I just got a new hat. Oh, I got a better AK-47. Which is not necessarily great.
Right.
So hopefully they can, figure that whole loop out a little better as well.
Yeah.
It was very much like it's kind of had a cult following, I suppose, the Division. So it kind of died pretty quickly, and then I suppose it was like as usual. It was mainly aimed towards groups of people who could jump in and go to the dark zone and all. Dark zone?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Dark zone and all that. So I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest.
Okay.
So I despised the Division. Couldn't stand it.
Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, like good luck to him.
That's fair. I'm the only one of my friends that really likes the Division, so it's like.
And like speaking of battle royale, that game could have a good battle royale mode.
Isn't the Dart Zone more or less battle royale anyway?
Yeah, kind of, but like limited obviously by
like,
the amount of people that are in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be
a cool way to do it instead of having the people just dropping in.
Yeah, just have like 50 people kind of sledded out in Central Park there. That'd be
as soon as you enter, it just becomes like a roguelike, right? Kind of like it already was.
No, that would be a really cool. So you guys ever hear of a game called like Escape from Tarkov or whatever?
Yes,
you guys ever hear that?
I've heard of it.
Yep.
All right, so it's like, in that game you can choose like what gear to go in with, and then it's like anything. It's like if you die in there, you lose whatever gear you went in with and whatever you picked up. And so it's like it's kind of a big risk versus reward. And then if you escape, then like you get to keep whatever you got.
Sure.
They could do sort of something like that, where it's like you choose what gear to go into the Dart Zone with, and then if you die, well, you kind of lose it or whatever. And then it's like, do you kind of have to escape with whatever you picked up?
I do think there's potential for another twist on that format with that game.
Yeah. Division had Battle Royale before it was cool.
It kind of, a little bit.
But do you know what had like Battle Royale before all that was cool?
Was it Arma, right?
Eve.
No. Oh, okay.
A game where you can literally get attacked anywhere at any time by anyone, yeah.
But they kind of discouraged like fighting against each other the First Division, didn't they? You got like Marcus Rogue and stuff like that.
Yeah, they discouraged a lot of the whole PvP thing, which was a point of contention in the community.
I thought it was. I think it worked well.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not going to be a single dude and just try to wipe everyone out. It's not.
Right. So that's not very realistic.
Ninja does it in
Fortnite.
Yeah.
In Fortnite, he just goes into squads by himself and just kills everyone.
Yeah, people are good at that game. It's a scary thing.
I don't understand how you can get good at that game, considering when like there's hit RNG.
Yeah.
It's
like
wait, what?
Yeah, it's
what
like so it's like the So I know I mentioned hit scanning earlier. Fortnite technically uses hit scanning except for scope weapons, but the thing is that there's RNG as to whether or not, even if your crosshair was on them, as to whether or not the bullet will connect and for what damage it does.
Yeah,
and it's like I absolutely hate that. And it's like people. I see it's like people did like a bunch of sick kills with like rifles from long distance. It's like that was almost complete RNG, and it's like I hate how
they were thinking about changing that, but I don't know if they actually did.
Okay.
They're talking about doing like, oh, arm shots do this, way less.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't believe they have. So.
Yeah, I don't think they ever revamped it completely.
So that's kind of the end of all like the announcement news topics that we have. I want to go on a sort of like mini rant. I really hate how we're getting so many reveals before E3. It's like, what are we going to see there now? You know, like it would have been great to drop the Black Ops 4 trailer at E3, or drop the Battlefield 5 trailer.
Introducing Hoenn Region 3, also Pigeon Simulator. Yep.
Great.
Oh,
this also isn't on the topic sheet. My bad, I forgot to put this. But they, Nintendo registered 2 domain names called like Pokemon Pikachu Go and like Pokemon Eevee Go or something like that. No, seriously. Yeah, seriously.
Oh my god.
So the vibe I kind of got based on names is like it could be like a Nintendogs type thing. You guys remember that?
Oh, it's like a Tamagotchi or something.
Yeah, which I think would be cool. I think would be cool.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
I would pick it up on DS.
I mean, even a phone game, like you have you got Pikachu in your pocket and he's hanging out with you.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all speculation on my part. This is just based on naming and how I think they would do it.
Sure.
Yeah, but yeah.
I remember I had the little Pikachu Tamagotchi when I was a kid. It was a little yellow thing.
Same. Yeah.
You shook it up and you could play like slot machines. It was...
A couple of my buddies still have their Tamagotchis alive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are fun things for kids. Kids,
yeah,
have access to. Anyway, we don't even know if that's real, but that'd be a fun thing.
Yeah, it would be. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that real quick. But yeah, seriously, it's like it would have been so cool. Like the Kingdom Hearts 3 hands-on event at Sony's E3 would have been great to see the Rage 2 announcement at Bethesda's E3. Battlefield 5. It would be great to see that announcement at E3. It's like, what do we have to look forward to now?
Exactly.
It's like I hate this whole thing that they're doing. I really do.
I think it's gonna be a weird E3. I think people are trying to get E3 is in this weird spot right now where maybe the industry doesn't need it. We're not quite sure yet.
I mean, it's an awesome event, but
it is. It's great. Great.
All gamers can sit down and watch the unveilings and everything, and rather than having it all staggered throughout the year and kind of hey, the Battlefield 5 release is coming out at May 23rd or May 19th or whatever, but it's at 12 a.m. or midnight for Australians, so you got to be up for that day. Mm-hmm. At least E3, it's kind of staggered throughout, so then everyone can kind of watch it and see what's going on. And so I'm thinking they don't even need it this year, but they need to get back on track where they actually release everything, or not release, but announce everything at E3. So then it's more of like a community event, I suppose. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think E3 was really ever the community and for gamers. It's more it's for the investors and all that stuff, and to please the stock marketers and all that good stuff. All this stuff I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's more for that stuff. Only recently are they trying to open it up because they've just seen how it's not it's trending kind of downward. So now you could buy tickets if you want to E3.
Right.
Which I don't know if is a good idea because most of the good stuff at E3 is usually behind closed doors. So
yeah. What is okay? Weird little OBS thing there. Okay, we're good now.
I think what they should do instead of like releasing information and stuff like this, I think they should just ease the tease into it. It's like Overwatch. Overwatch did that Doomfist one.
Yeah.
That one is pretty cool. Like how was it? I can't remember that. Hold on, let me search up what that character's name was. The Russian lady with like the cannon, the buff lady.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember. Zyra. Zarya.
She was teased with a magazine. With a shadow figure and a shadowy figure and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They should tease games like that. I really like that. Really like that idea, tease, because it allows fans to speculate what's going on, that sort of thing, and it brings up a sort of hype rather than just going boom. This is coming out.
Yay!
Yay!
So yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I understand where you're coming from, but like, I feel like in this day and age, you can't do that anymore. Like, look at what's happening. Things just get leaked so fast, so easily.
Right.
Like, you're gonna try and do this trickle out stuff, and it's just gonna leak, and then you're gonna be like, well, shoot, now we just have to announce it anyway.
Spoilers.
So, yeah, do it on your own terms instead of
I feel, in terms of like spoilers and everything, I feel super duper bad for Blizzard in general, because like whatever they put on their PTR to test out for the next expansion, it gets data mined to hell, and like everyone knows the storyline of the next expansion and whatnot, and it's like they'll post it on the subreddit, and they may or may not have like decent spoiler tags for it. So it's like, well, yeah. But I do feel really, really bad for Blizzard because the whole data mining thing.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like I almost think they shouldn't put new expansions content on the PTR. They should internally playtest it as much as they can, and then just kind of drop it.
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
Yeah, it is. All right. So, yeah, that does it for the whole like announcements news topics. We do have a couple of miscellaneous news topics. The first one being Boss Key Studios closes. Some of you may have heard of Cliffy B or Cliff Bleszinski. He was the big creator and head of Epic Games, which brought you Gears of War when he was there. After Gears of War 3, I believe, he left the studio, founded his own called Boss Key. They worked for a few years on Lawbreakers, which was a game that had 10 concurrent players at its peak, and absolutely flopped. And from that, they tried to make Radical Heights, which was trying to jump onto the Battle Royale thing, but that had like 2 concurrent players at peak. So, yeah, Boss Key Studios not doing so well. And, well, yeah, they have closed their doors, and Cliffy B is taking some time off.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that Lawbreakers kind of didn't hit the audience that they wanted it to.
Yeah. I thought what killed Lawbreakers was just that it released at a bad time, and it was mediocre by comparison, what released with it.
Well, I can't remember. That's okay. There's so many of those games that, like, kind of, I get like Overwatch, Battleborn, like Lawbreakers,
Paladins
blend in very, to the same thing for me, just because of the timing.
Yeah.
That's true, but I think each of them has its own. It can be considered its own standalone game.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's just, they were all talking about these games all.
You cut out a little bit there, Andrew.
Yeah, you cut out.
Yeah, I've been cutting out lately. I don't know what that.
It's like
Just cut out. Okay, yes.
So I've been cutting out recently, but
Yeah.
it's like wow, perfect timing.
I know. It might be my USB port. Anywho, yeah. I don't know. I'm not surprised, but at the same time, like Cliffy B is a pretty big dude in the industry, so.
Yeah. It's like, some of you might be familiar with Ken Levine. It'd be like if Ken Levine kind of announced a premature retirement. Also, it'd be really sad. But, yeah, so it's like, kind of studio heads like that. And then, some sad news for all you PS Vita fanboys out there now. Sony officially ends production and support for the PS Vita game cartridges. End of 2018, Sony will no longer be supplying game cartridges. Games will have to be digitally delivered to the Vita or bought while still in stock at a store.
Sure.
yeah, wow.
Alright, let's bring out those violins, guys. We got a symphony to play.
Got the mini violin going.
I might try and still pick up a PS Vita.
If you can get a cheap one, I would say go.
Okay. Do you have one, Andrew?
I do. I got one at launch.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, nice.
No, it's a nice little piece of equipment.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I had one for like 3 months,
Yeah.
and then kind of got rid of it. So I mean, it's
what's
sad.
wrong with it?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not really a portable player, I suppose you would say. Like, I had a 3DS, didn't really play it. Had a Vita, I had a PSP. I mean, I had a Game Boy Advance, and I had a DS, and I had a 3DS, and I had a PSP, then I had a Vita, and didn't really play any of them. I kind of switched over to console gaming and then PC and all that. So I mean, if anyone is going to do a portable console,
Mm-hmm.
actually support it.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
just
for
cut
sure.
it. Don't just cut it after a year or whatever, and then just be like, oh yeah, hey, there's our handheld. Good
Yeah.
luck trying to find a game, or good luck, because the EB Games, like even 4 years ago, the EB Games section for Vita, like PS Vita games, was like you had like 6 games, like 6 games per row, and that
Oh,
was
man.
it. And
Yeah,
it was like
Yeah.
6 games per row, and then like 4 rows, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So it just died. So I'm not really surprised that they've cut it, but yeah,
Okay.
they need to support their consoles more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the Vita was a little bit ahead of its time, to be honest.
Yeah, you could say that.
Like, it had some really fun stuff going for it when it released.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mhm.
And yeah, they just relied a little too much on like, the console experience on the go, which no one really wants. I feel like.
Well, until the Switch came out.
Well, right, but like no one wants to play an Uncharted game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, it's like if
true.
you're playing Uncharted games, like you want to have the power to back it up, type thing.
Yeah, and at
True,
least
true.
the Switch has the option of like, oh, I can play it here, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like definitely certain games on the Switch are a lot better to play portable versus.
yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, they could have also done so much more with kind of like bonding it to the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
They could have, like, they had it where you could play PS4 games on the Vita and whatnot, but why not have it vice versa, like Vita games on the PS4?
Would have been cool, like, so you know how the Game Boy used to connect to the GameCube? Would have been cool if they
Yes.
did something like that. So you'd have like a friend sitting next to you on your Vita, like helping you out and
Yeah,
whatnot.
exactly.
On games on PS4.
Exactly.
That would have been fun.
I feel like that was the plan, and then the Vita just did not.
Okay. Fair enough. It's like, yeah, it could have been great, It really
Yeah.
could have been. Joel, any Vita experience?
No, I just think it's because they thought they might not beat the Switch.
Okay.
They released the Vita quite a ways before the Switch came out, like 4 years beforehand,
like-
wasn't it?
2012,
Before you-
2013.
Yeah. Vita is a fairly old little thing.
Old system. Yeah.
I think
was-
I'm.
Yeah.
I think I'm. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong console. I don't know.
Okay.
Wait, which
okay.
one's the PS?
PlayStation Vita. It's like the little handheld with the 2 analog sticks.
Oh, yeah, you mean the Switch?
No.
Okay, now I don't. Maybe I'm comparing the Switch to the Switch. I don't know. Maybe I am.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I don't know anything about the PS Vita. I just searched it up. I've never seen it before in my life.
Well, you see,
so-
the difference
my
is
bad.
the difference is that the Switch didn't bankrupt a division of Nintendo like the PS Vita did with
Did it
Sony.
really?
Okay.
No, I'm mostly joking on that one. I don't think it bankrupted the portable
So
division. But
I'm pretty sure like the Switch is like much better than the Switch. I'm pretty sure there's a pretty big difference here.
yeah.
I'm thinking at least.
Oh man.
I mean, the Vita was rivaling, like the Vita, in my opinion, better than 3DS.
Oh yeah, like
So-
there's definitely like a lot more. It's like the Vita had a lot better hardware than 3DS
Oh,
did.
hardware.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Exactly, and like if they had put games out and whatever for it, it probably would have been a lot better.
But
I
it's
mean,
like
they could have done so much with it.
the one thing
Anyway,
that,
I'll,
like
stop,
the
I'll stop rating.
So it's like, for what I've been told, it's like handheld gaming is super duper popular over in Japan. It's like not even to the extent of phones, but more it's like a lot of people have like 3DSs or sometimes switches now. But a lot of people over there have 3DSs that they carry around with them or what have you. And I think one thing that the Vita kind of missed in trying to hit that market is that there was not a whole lot in terms of casual games that.
Yeah.
And then a lot of Vita games were also like derivatives of big PS4 console games and whatnot. And I mean, it's like in Japan, it's like home console video game consoles aren't so huge.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
In like 3DS, you couldn't get those games anywhere else.
yeah,
Whereas like as much as I love the Vita and playing playing Hotline Miami on my Vita, all right, I'm gonna try and fix this.
all right. And no, there are a ton of like really fun like JRPG games or like very culturally exclusive games that I really like to try out on the Vita and whatnot. So it's like maybe I will pick it up at the end of its life cycle. Get it cheap. Like I'd be willing to spend like $100 on it or so. Whoa. What's up, Joel?
Silence.
Is not golden.
No, it's
Yeah, we're trying to do a podcast here.
No, I was thinking of I was just looking at the games that Vita had, and one of them was the
Vita.
Sword Art Online.
Oh yeah, there
Vita,
were a few like
Yeah,
SAO
it's
games that came out on
Vista.
there.
Windows Vista.
I
God.
Look, give me a break. Just yesterday I found out I could not pronounce cockroaches. Got it again. Anyway.
I'm sorry, what? No, I'm sorry, what? Say it again? I didn't quite catch that. No.
Please
Alright,
no,
yeah,
I
keep
don't
going.
want to repeat myself.
Yeah, keep going,
You
keep
get
going.
the picture. I can't
Yeah.
pronounce some words.
It's okay. It's okay.
And I found out that Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment, which I was hyped for, came actually you could play on PS
Vita. Yeah.
Vita.
Vita.
You've been
yeah.
missing out this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but oh well.
Yeah, and they bought a lot of the Monster Hunter games as well to the PSP.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Well,
But
yeah,
that was where they were. They weren't anywhere else. They were on PSP.
Okay.
And then they went to
and then-
3DS, and that's why.
Yeah, and then they went to 3DS, and then they went to console. So
Yeah.
And then the Fire Nation attacked. I mean, what?
yeah.
And then we have the
Yeah.
sad end of the Vita.
Yep.
All
It'll
right.
always be my favorite handheld.
Fair enough. You know.
By the
yeah,
way,
fair enough.
whoever edits this video, just like pop in like a violin symphony right there, like really sad music, and then just put the background into gray mode. Gray
You got
scale,
it, boss. You
while
got
the
it,
music's
boss.
playing.
Got it, boss. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That I will do that. So, that wraps it up for the news topics. So we have some community questions. Sai, our first one comes from Sai. If you could choose any creature from a game to be your pet, what would it be? Joel, let's start with you.
Take from Pokemon. I don't want it necessarily as a pet, but
I'm
as
sorry,
a
who
best
from Pokemon?
friend.
Who from Pokemon?
Yeah,
Who?
Who?
Who or what from Pokemon?
Melodic.
Oh, melodic.
I have no idea what that is. All right, cool. I think
Yeah.
that's a little bit past my generation. So
I will
Andrew.
send a picture through Discord.
Okay. Andrew.
Oh, I want a Yoshi. That'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be
Oh,
dope.
yeah.
That'd be
I can
dope.
ride
Yeah.
him. He can be my friend.
Yeah.
He can fight
You
for
can-
me.
You can drop him off cliffs.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That was so brutal that Yoshi
I
Island.
know. That's
All right, that looks like a Dratini with like a peach and like pink and blue like color palette applied
you
to
take
it.
that back. Melodic is amazing. You take that back.
Well, I'm sure, but I'm just saying it's like that's not
Is it a
super
water thing?
duper original.
What is
Yeah.
that thing?
It's a
water
wa-
thing.
It's gotta be
it's
the
a
water
water
thing.
Yeah,
it's
I
literally a
absolutely love
Dratini
this Pokemon.
with a different color palette, dude.
Oh dear.
Did I ever tell you like how I came across this Pokemon? It was during Pokemon Showdown. I was visiting my friend,
Okay.
and so I'm like, oh crap, I could come up with a team and stuff like that. And it was at this time where Blaziken was my favorite Pokemon, right?
Okay.
But in the meta that he is, I don't know why he's meta because he's really easy to counter. He's very straightforward.
Yeah.
Mega Evolution him, kick their ass. That's about it.
All right.
Melodic as a random one because I'm like, oh, I know what Melodic is. Use it. And this whole entire team with just Melodic alone, and I thought,
I'm
wow,
lost.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're
what?
saying.
No,
Yeah.
I
It's like past my generation.
I won.
Yeah.
And after that, I just fell in love with Melodic, and now Melodic is just one of my guaranteed Pokemon in my team.
Okay.
You know, I like its tail. It's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's beautiful. I love it. Whenever any Pokemon game I play, try and find a Melodic. Any
Okay.
of the hacks, stuff like that.
Which
So,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna. Never mind. I don't. Okay.
Yeah. I do. Okay. Anthony, how about you?
I'm either gonna go with a Yoshi like Andrew,
Oh,
or I'm gonna go with a dragon from like
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Any
Okay.
game.
It's like literally any game. I just want a dragon.
Exactly.
I would want any creature for a game to be your pet. I would want. WoW has some really good ones. I probably didn't draw from there. I'd want a. They have these like turtles in Pandaria that are like cute as hell. I would really want them. Well, as a pet. Okay, I think they'd be dope. Or it's like, and if you get a big one, like you could ride it around. So yeah, just
And go like 1 kilometer.
no, these
an hour.
things run fast, man. Some of them even fly. Okay, some of them even
Okay,
fly.
cool.
So yeah. All right, next question is actually posed to us by Mr. Anthony here. If you could be an animal that flies, what would you be? My answer is pigeon, just to shut
I
that
knew
meme
that
down.
was coming.
Just to shut that meme down right
Thank you,
now.
Taylor. Thank you.
Confirmed.
Yeah, I'm just shutting that meme down right now. Joel?
Thank you, Taylor.
Joel, what you got?
It will never die.
Yeah.
Answer or you will not be able to answer this question.
Yeah, it's oh
Be
man.
animal-
Yeah.
I actually don't know what animal I would be at all.
Are we talking like mythical or just real?
Can it be mythical?
You know what? Screw it. Why not?
Okay.
Anthony, you're the one that asked the question. Can it be mythical?
Yeah, why not?
In which case, I
I
changed my
still
answer.
can't even decide with mythical stuff.
In which case, I changed my answer. Oh wait, no, actually, no, I'd be fine with pigeon. It's fine.
Live that trash bird life.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, okay.
All right, Joel, we'll come back to you. Andrew,
A hippogriff.
awesome.
A what?
A hippogriff from Harry
Oh,
Potter.
a hippogriff.
like
I
a-
thought you said
It's like
I
a
thought he
hippo
said
in a-
either hovercraft or
A
hippogriff.
I thought you
No.
said
A
hippogriff
nippercrit?
as well.
What's a nippercrit?
I think
Okay.
that's a word.
I'd probably be like a dragon and just be lazy all the time, or one of the eagles from Lord of the Rings and just be lazy all the time and then do stuff at the last minute.
Okay. Anthony.
Well, I mean, I'm the one who asked the question, so,
Yeah.
I mean, if it's an animal that can't fly, I would say seal,
Okay.
or a chook, which is a chicken.
Can they fly?
Well, if you don't trim their wings, then sure.
I mean, they can glide. You ever play Zelda?
I mean, yeah.
True.
I feel like I've never
Oh.
seen chickens.
Yeah, you're okay.
No, wait. No, actually, can I take my answer back? I will be a
No.
chook from Legend of Zelda because I would be immortal and just like
Yeah.
beat everyone.
A Legend of Zelda chicken specifically. I like it.
Oh,
Okay.
Can you just
What's it
imagine,
called? A
right?
Cuckoo?
Yeah.
Oh,
The cuckoo.
attach-
Yeah.
If you could somehow attach the chickens to like Link's shield, it would be like the ultimate shield. It will never be destroyed,
That's
and
animal
it
abuse.
will like bite people back.
That's animal
As
abuse.
if like nothing harms an animal, no matter what you do. Does that even count as abuse? It's like
Well, it's like you don't know that if it can or can't feel pain, you at least know that it can't die. Like
Oh,
Ah,
to be
dear.
fair, if you smack the chicken, it will kill you.
yeah, so it's like that implies that it
Lies.
feels something. So it's like
Yeah,
Regardless.
if the chicken actually dies, then I would feel really, really sad about it. But those things aren't like
yeah, I just
proper
want it to
chickens.
live in eternal pain forever. Hell yeah. Okay.
Those things
Okay,
are like.
next question.
Yeah. All right. Next question.
Oh, by the way, to the person in the chat, JST132. I'll see you.
They just asked us want breakfast?
Yeah.
Brekkie, breakfast.
Yeah, cornflast and milk. Why
I
not?
don't know. I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah, hook it up, man. I'll
Wait,
get
how
some
do you know I
breakfast.
haven't had? Wait, how do they know I haven't had breakfast yet? What?
I assume because they're in Australia also, and it's semi-early there.
I think it's probably one of my friends.
Okay.
I have a feeling it's one of my friends.
Yeah, probably. Anyway. Yeah, so, Joel, you've asked us a string of 3 questions. I'm going to start
My
with this
God.
one. Which is better?
In my defense,
Rapid fire.
Yeah.
Answer him quick.
Which is a better language?
Wait. In my
No.
defense, I didn't know I was going to be in. Well, I didn't assume that these questions were going to be in this podcast. I was hoping someone else would answer them.
Okay, you asked like
So these are
8,
really, really
and I
weird.
picked 3 that I liked. So we're only in these 3. Okay.
All right.
All right. So, which is better language, Australian, British, or American? Considering one of those doesn't exist, I'm gonna have to go with American. Thank you.
No, well, hey, Australian language is mythical, so that means it's better.
Australian. I mean, like lots of people speak Elvish anyway, and that's not even a thing. So Australian.
Or like Klingon, right? It's a bit Star Trek one.
Klingon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew,
no one would-
go, quick,
I love how
charge.
no one went for British.
I don't care.
Okay. Does-
The poor British. The poor
Okay.
British.
Does heaven have anime?
No.
No.
Wish. I'm gonna say yes because I want it to happen.
I sure hope so, or I'm bored as hell. But anyway, all right. Yeah. Who's your favorite Doki-Doki literature girl?
Monica.
Monica, hey, Anthony, high five.
Oh, no.
I can't high five you, but high five anyway.
Andrew?
The popular one.
Monica? Okay. I actually have
He says Monica.
Okay, so like according to my real life preferences, it's Yuri. According to like my sympathy, it's what's her name?
Sayori.
No, it's
Sayori.
No, it's not Sayori. It's who's the like? It's Yuri. No, it's not Yuri. What's her name? The the abused one. The abused one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the abused
The one who commits suicide.
No, not her. That's Sayori. I'm talking about the other one.
Sayori, she's depressed. She's the depressed one. Don't get that mixed up.
No, I know. Yeah, I'm talking about the one who's like abused at home and like her growth is.
No idea.
Okay, whatever. Her, she has like my sympathy preference, and then like my guilt preference is for Sayori, and then it's like according to my second head, it's Monica.
Jeez.
Monica's just the closest to my type. That's all.
Okay.
Any irrational
All right,
gaming
it's been a
phobias?
nice podcast with you guys.
So yeah, do you want that? That's my answer. It's a 4-way answer for all 4 girls. Anyway, yeah.
You not want to have to be to one person, Taylor. I see how it is.
I'm just saying, it's
Okay,
like I see
so-
merit in every one of the girls, and I'd be happy with any of them. Anyway, Sai. Sai asks.
Themselves, but yeah. All right.
Oh man. Okay. Sai also asks us any irrational gaming phobias.
No.
No.
Rational ones, but not irrational.
Can you tell me one of your irrational ones?
All right. So the best example I got for this is like when I was young. I got an original DS in like 2006 when it first came out, or whatever year it first came out in, right? And it's like, at launch the DS only had 2 games. It had Metroid Prime Hunters and it had Pokemon Trotsi. And I picked up Metroid Prime Hunters because as a young child I played Metroid. Okay. And it was like I was scared to progress from the first room in Metroid Prime Hunters because I was afraid there would be like a jump scare. And it took me like a week of like digging around in the first room before I just kind of said screw it, and it's like lo and behold there's no jump scare.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of my fears, I guess, that I didn't think of.
When I was a kid, I mean,
Yeah.
like, I was definitely afraid of zombies. That's real, because I played Resident Evil when I was like 6.
Okay.
That's probably not a good idea. To
No, it's not. What the hell, man?
Yeah, I don't think
Alright.
that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't so much a gaming phobia, but when I was like 4 through to 6, I was absolutely petrified of skyscrapers.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay.
All of those are rational. All of those are rational. They're actual phobias. Irrational would be of something that's not scary.
Skyscrapers.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Anthony, if you fall off a skyscraper, you die.
I wasn't scared of falling off a skyscraper. I was
This
scared
is like
of...
creepy. It's like imagine when those things came to life, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's irrational.
Oh, do you know what my original fear is like growing close to like a girl or whatever, right? In a game where it's like, caring about a character, but then they end up hanging themselves.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a fear now. That's
Well,
very
Yeah,
irrational. That's
you
a
just
fear.
left her hanging around,
Yeah, I know. Okay.
My God.
My current
It's so
fear is
big,
just that everything's gonna break my new PC, which probably is true. So it's
Yeah, probably. Okay. All right.
Best
So
gaming memory.
yeah, asked by Paladin
Yeah,
Dance in our Discord.
My fear is probably like, toxic. I really hope I don't become more toxic. I'm slowly becoming more toxic.
Oh God. Okay. Best gaming memory. Asked by Paladin Dance in the Discord.
Probably when I was 5, playing Donkey Kong 64
Yeah.
with my brother who had just been electrocuted by power lines.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
That's funny. Okay, yep.
Well, your brother almost died by being electrocuted. That's so hilarious.
Yeah,
Yay.
comedy at its finest.
Nah, he leaves. That's so good.
All right. Sweet. Andrew?
I would probably say like in high school, the amount of times we got together and played Street Fighter 4 and hours.
Okay.
And am I cutting out?
We got the gist of it.
Tiny bit.
We got the gist. Street
Okay.
Fighter 4 in high
Yeah.
school. I like it. Joel, did you answer or no?
I haven't answered yet.
Okay.
Do I answer now? Or?
Yeah,
You
go
can,
for it.
if you got one, go ahead.
Okay. My fondest gaming memories will always be my sister in Ocarina of Time. I would be the person reading the guide to her. Because the amount of stuff that we did was just absolutely hilarious. I think there was a time before we used the guide. One of the bosses, the forest temple boss, what you're meant to do is you're meant to do this like ping pong thing. You use your master sword and you hit back the energy over and over again. And so we're just coming up with ways. How do we do this? And I think one of the funny ideas was when she's like, "Okay, I got this," because the tip was something similar or something like that, right? And so she got one of those Deku nuts, the ones that stuns, because the animation is really similar.
As you do.
It doesn't do anything. It stuns like small
Yeah.
creatures and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's pretty much useless. There's no point in using it. And yeah, so we just came up with extremely weird theories like that. It's the same with the Darkling one I told you before, how we defeated with a broken blade instead of a hammer, which we were meant to use.
Yeah.
There's just will always be the fondest memories ever.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. I think we've been asked this question before, which is fine.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
like,
I feel like
yeah, it's like I'm gonna spin it just a little bit, so I don't get the same answer. To where it's like one of my like most memorable moments I've ever had in a video game. And although there are a bunch, it's like the one that comes to mind at first is like the ending scene of To the Moon. So because we were talking about that earlier. So yeah. Anyway,
I feel like I have to play this now.
yeah, you should. Sai,
Now,
yeah, Sai asked us, "What's your best gaming purchase?"
Ooh.
Like console, game, doesn't
I-
matter.
Just best gaming purchase.
Wait, give me 1 second. Oh yeah, there it is. The PlayStation Eye.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
Took me
gotcha.
a second to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad. Don't buy that.
Joel.
Hello, sorry, my PC has crashed for some reason, so I'm on my phone now.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of what I actually bought that wasn't, free. Do birthday presents count? Because I don't really spend money on games.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. Yeah, that's
And
fine.
they'll probably just be like Wii, the Nintendo Wii.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fair. That's good.
You could
Anthony?
That's like the only one. So yeah.
Anthony?
He's having some trouble, I think.
All right, cool. So I'll answer mine by my PC. Absolutely love this thing.
Yeah, that would be my actual answer probably.
Okay.
We could just say PC.
I mean, yeah.
Barring that this PC doesn't explode again, like I'd be pretty happy with
MacBook
it.
Air. My MacBook Air.
Yeah.
Screw the Nintendo Wii. I got my MacBook Air.
Okay.
Anthony.
Games on.
Anthony? Got nothing
Anthony?
still.
Paging Anthony? No. he was
All
okay.
right. So, and then our last question is Dance asks us, what is our console versus PC argument? Or it's like, what are your thoughts on it?
Play games where you want to play them.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you have fun,
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm kind of bummed that not all games go everywhere, but oh well.
Oh, well.
I mean, part of the reason why I got PC, I was like, oh, I get to play, PUBG finally, or
Woo!
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Anyone can play whatever they want. It's just, PC is always going to be better either way, so.
Yep. Fair enough. It's like, yep, that's exactly where I stand on that one.
I mean, yeah, just going against completely what I just said. That's fine.
Yeah, Anthony, we can in fact not hear you. Oh.
Hey, having some issues. That's all right.
If you want to type your answer, I'll read it.
Anthony, type 1 if you're okay.
Blink
Gotta put on
twice
our
if you need
best
help. No.
Anthony impression.
The question was, what are your thoughts on the console versus PC argument? And yeah, so we are
Well, I mean,
slowly
he's probably not very happy with his PC right
slowly awaiting the answer. So
Okay. Who has the best Anthony impression?
people need to get over it. I can't do Australian. I really can't.
now. Ugh.
What, crocky. Yeah, no, I can't.
I mean, people need to get over it.
No.
I went to like what's his name? The guy who runs.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Alrighty.
Well, I think that about does it for the main show.